Did you know the more confident you are as a mature man, the higher your chances are to attract young women? Or did you know that the sense of mystery in adult men is a trigger that melts young women's hearts? These are some of the things many men do to fascinate young ladies. If you are an adult man, you might be missing out on these important things that are irresistible to young women. So in this video, we shall uncover 12 things about the mature man that attracts young women. Adding these things to your lifestyle will boost your chances of getting a date and bringing a younger partner into your life without putting too much effort into it. As a mature man, you already have these qualities in you. All you need to do is learn how to present them in front of ladies. Let's begin. Number 12. Partner, not a father figure. Did it ever occur to you that you care too much for a woman, give her great pieces of advice, and solve her life problems, but she still doesn't seem to take an interest in you? Now, you may think she doesn't like you at all, but 90% of the time this is not the truth. The real issue probably lies in your over-caring behavior. Here's the truth, fellas. While being a supportive partner is fantastic, falling into the father figure role can be a major turnoff for younger women. Why? Young women crave an equal partner who can navigate life's adventures alongside them. They want someone who respects their independence, admires their strength, and challenges them to grow. Being a father figure might feel safe and familiar, but it ultimately undermines the very connection you're trying to build. It sends the message that you see her as someone who needs to be taken care of, and that she cannot take care of herself on her own. So how do you avoid this trap? The key lies in striking a balance. Be supportive. Absolutely, but also encourage her to explore her passions, celebrate her achievements, and be her biggest fan. Most importantly, be there for her in tough times, but let her handle these issues herself. When she absolutely wants you to help her, only then take things into your hands like a superhero. This will send a signal that you will be a reliable partner in her life. Number 11. Respect shyness. Let's say you scored a date with a woman who seems incredible. She's intelligent, funny, and undeniably beautiful. But during dinner, she seems a little quiet, maybe even hesitant to meet your gaze. Now, some guys might misinterpret this as disinterest, leading you to push for more small talk. But hold on there, because in this situation, a little shyness might be just the key to unlocking a deeper connection. Think about it. In our fast-paced world, someone who takes a moment to gather their thoughts before speaking can be incredibly refreshing. Shyness can often indicate a thoughtful and introspective nature, someone who values meaningful conversations over empty small talk. It can also hint at a hidden well of creativity and depth, qualities that can be incredibly alluring. So how do you navigate this situation effectively? Instead of bombarding her with questions, be patient and create a space where she feels comfortable opening up. Ask thoughtful questions that encourage her to share, but don't pressure her to be someone she's not. Try to crack light jokes in the conversation, as this may help her relax a bit more. And this doesn't always have to be a date. It can be a daily life conversation like meeting in the park or finding each other in the cafeteria. No matter the situation, if she acts shy, take this opportunity to build a connection with respect. Number 10. Pay attention to physical cues. As men, we know women talk a lot, but what most of us fail to see is that women talk even louder with physical signs. Ignoring this nonverbal communication can make a young lady bored. Similarly, picking those cues can take the conversation to a deeper level. Let me explain. Let's say you're having a stimulating conversation with a woman. You're engaged, the energy is flowing, and you want to keep the momentum going. Suddenly, you notice a shift in her posture. Maybe she leans back slightly or makes less eye contact. Now, this could be a sign she's losing interest. But before jumping to conclusions, become a body language detective. Is there a distraction in the environment? Did the conversation take a turn she wasn't expecting? Once you find the clues, shift your conversation accordingly so that she is back to the conversation. These physical clues may also hint that she's building a bond with you. For example, during the conversation, she may fix her hair or dress, or she may cross her arms behind her. This could mean that she's getting more relaxed and feeling good talking with you. So keeping an eye on these physical cues is extremely important. How can you do it? Well, be present in the moment. Put your phone away, make genuine eye contact, and be mindful of her body language. Number 9. Financial security. Now, let's talk about the topic young guys know little about, but mature men are experts at: Financial security. No doubt, every woman wants to be financially secure, and it's the same with young women. One of the reasons mature men attract them is that they are financially stronger. Now, it doesn't mean young women are gold diggers who want to eat in luxury restaurants or wear fancy clothes. It simply means they want a man they can rely on during financial difficulties. It allows her to focus on enjoying each other's company and building a strong foundation for your relationship without stressing about paying bills or mortgages. That kind of stability is a powerful aphrodisiac and a love arrow that pierces through young women's hearts. Now, financial security doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire. It's about demonstrating responsible financial habits many young men lack. Are you living within your means? Are you working hard and can take care of her? If yes, it's a quality that's bound to impress any young woman looking for a genuine and reliable partner. So if you are interested in her, just let her know that you are financially reliable with your actions. Number 8, experience. When you have to choose a partner in a sports game between an experienced player and a beginner, which one will you choose? Of course, you will go for the experienced player because you know this will boost your chances of victory. Now apply the same rule to the lives of young women. They prefer a partner that has a whole ton of life experience. But now you may think, how is this even relevant? Life is not a sport after all. Let me explain why an experienced man is attractive to young women. Younger women are often curious and eager to explore the world. A man with a past filled with experience brings a depth and perspective they might not have encountered yet. You've navigated challenges, celebrated victories, and maybe even learned some things the hard way. It shows you're not just a one-dimensional guy, but a complex and intriguing individual with a story to tell. So how do you make the most of your experiences? Don't brag or boast, but don't shy away from sharing them naturally in conversation. Let them flow organically, perhaps to illustrate a point or spark a deeper connection. Number 7, authenticity. We live in the virtual world of the internet in which almost everything about social media is superficial. Most influencers demonstrate a life online that is completely different from their reality. This can lead anyone to believe that women like perfect men with ideal lives, no matter how unreal it may look. But in reality, young women go for authenticity, which is more apparent in mature men. You tell me, wouldn't you rather connect with someone who feels real, someone you can have a genuine conversation with? A woman can spot a phony from a mile away. Being authentic shows her you're comfortable enough in your own skin and that confidence is incredibly attractive. Of course, a woman would prefer a guy who will talk about his daily activities related to sports, work, travel, and similar stuff instead of how many likes he got on his profile picture. So how do you embrace your authenticity? It's very simple. Act as normal as you act in front of your parents or siblings. Surely, be more organized, but don't try to be someone you're not to impress her. Be open and honest about your thoughts and feelings. Authenticity might feel like a risk, but it's a risk worth taking for a relationship. Before we move on, let us know which of these qualities you have and which you need to work on. Share your thoughts in the comment section so that others may benefit from your insights. If the video has been entertaining so far, give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Now let's move on to the next quality of mature men. Number 6, maturity. All right, all the mature guys listening, maturity in itself is a thing young women crave. I mean, you don't always have to have certain qualities like financial stability or experience. You just have to look mature physically to attract women because just like many men like younger women, many younger ladies also like mature men. Mature men naturally give vibes of authenticity and reliability. Think about it. Wouldn't you be drawn to someone who seems reliable and dependable? Someone you can have a fun and engaging conversation with? Apparent maturity shows her you're someone who can be a steady partner, not just a fleeting fling, or not a guy who flirts and disappears. So how do you cultivate apparent maturity? Well, certainly not any kind of makeup. You already have that look. What you need now is verification with actions. Show up on time, be someone who keeps his word, and avoid getting swept away by fleeting drama. Engage in thoughtful conversations. Actively listen to her concerns, and be open to compromise. In other words, act mature. And now we're going to talk about the most important things mature men do to win women's hearts. So, stay attentive. Number 5, emotional intelligence. Remember we talked about picking clues while having a conversation with a woman you like? Well, that was one important factor. What is even more important when having a date with a young woman is emotional intelligence which means understanding the emotions of both yours and the woman you are with. Let me give a better example. Imagine you're on a date with a woman who's sharing a personal story about a recent setback. An emotionally intelligent man wouldn't just listen passively, or unlike many young men, he wouldn't get bored. He'd pick up on her subtle signs, a slight frown, a hesitant tone, and respond with empathy. He would listen to her properly and encourage her to make her feel better. This shows her you're truly present in the conversation, that you care about her feelings, and that you can connect with her on a deeper level. So the question is, how do you refine your emotional intelligence? It starts with active listening. Pay attention to her words, body language, and tone. Ask thoughtful questions that show you're genuinely interested in her perspective. If she wants you to only listen, just listen. And if she expects you to talk, then help herself with that. If she simply wants some space, give her that space. Number 4, respectful communication. Did it ever happen to you that you're having a long conversation with her, but something is missing? The whole conversation feels so empty and without meaning. Why does it happen? It probably happens because there's a lack of respectful communication. You see, it doesn't mean you're being disrespectful towards her in the conversation. Instead, respectful communication means showing genuine interest in her thoughts and feelings and expressing yourself clearly and honestly. It's more important than just exchanging words or answering questions. This example will help you understand it in a real sense. Let's say you meet her somewhere in a gathering. She is a woman who is passionate about environmental causes. So you grab food for both of you and conversation sparks. She starts up a conversation about a recent protest she attended. Now, you might not share her exact views, but a respectful communicator listens attentively. You ask thoughtful questions about her involvement and even offer a different perspective without judgment. This shows her you value her opinions, even if you disagree. It creates a space for open and honest conversation, the kind that fosters a deeper connection. So how do you master the art of respectful communication? It's very similar to what we discussed in emotional intelligence. Put your phone away, make eye contact, and truly focus on what she's saying. Ask questions that show genuine interest, and avoid interrupting. When you share your own thoughts, do so calmly and clearly. If she says something that is against your ideology, handle it with respect and dignity. Instead of getting angry, put your argument in a positive tone. And don't agree to everything she says just to keep her happy. As we discussed earlier, authenticity is also an important factor in any conversation. Number 3, sense of mystery. If you think that exposing your whole life to her like an open book will pull her towards you, hold your horses. This might be a big mistake. A touch of mystery in mature men is like a magnet that pulls over the woman without them even realizing it. We're not talking about disappearing acts or mind games, but about maintaining an air of intrigue that keeps the spark alive. Why? Because a little mystery is all about the allure of discovery. Let's say you're having a good chat with her when she asks about your hobbies. You tell her about many hobbies like collecting stuff or working out, and yet your vibes make her feel like you're a kind of spiritual person, or your deep conversations hint that you read a lot. In this way, you create a sense of intrigue. She can feel like you are a mystery she needs to explore, and this can attract her towards you. This attraction boosts way too much when you are a mature man, because now she can guess that you have a whole lot of mysteries or stories to uncover from your experience. So, how do you cultivate this captivating mystery without going overboard? It's all about balance. Share your interests and experiences openly, but leave room for her to ask questions and discover things about you. Number 2, confidence, not arrogance. Confidence is the most important tool of mature men that attracts young ladies like a moon attracts the waves of the ocean. Confidence is attractive because it signals someone who's comfortable in their own skin. It shows a woman that you don't need her validation to feel good about yourself. It creates a sense of security and trustworthiness, the qualities young women crave in a partner. But while being confident is great, being overconfident can translate to arrogance. And arrogance is the opposite of confidence, and it has the opposite effect on women. At the same time, you must not act too reserved or too cocky like many teenagers these days. None of these qualities can be seen as confidence. Here is what true confidence would look like. Let's say she sees an artistic portrait and asks about your views on it. Now, you might not be an expert in art, or you probably don't know anything about it. But instead of telling her that you have no interest in these things, you confidently strike up a conversation by mentioning a recent exhibit. You ask her thoughts on the artist's work. showing genuine curiosity and appreciation for her passion. This kind of confidence isn't about pretending to know everything. It's about embracing your interests and engaging in conversation with an open mind. In order to gain confidence, you must first accept yourself the way you are. Once you get comfortable in your own skin, you can conquer the world, let alone a woman's heart. Number 1. Compassion and understanding. And now the last and most important qualities of mature men are compassion and understanding. Every woman, especially younger ones with emotional spikes, want to be seen and understood. This quality is difficult to find in a partner of the same age because of the same potential of minds. But in a relationship with an age gap, the mature man takes control like a mentor who listens to you and understands your problems. He's been there and done that, and that's why he is much better at listening and coming up with the right solutions. Let's say she has a tough day at work. While a young guy may go mentally absent at this boring conversation, an adult man wouldn't just brush it off. He'd listen attentively, his body language showing he was present. He might offer words of encouragement or simply be a shoulder to lean on. Again, in order to be compassionate and understanding, the main step is to listen attentively and show your genuine interest in her shortcomings. And with that, let's wrap up the video here. I hope this video was helpful to all you guys listening out there. If yes, give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. You may share your thoughts in the comment sections to help others as well.